She walked down the hallway with a fresh bruise blooming beneath her eye, still stunned, still shaking, yet she had no idea the entire base was about to be thrown into chaos because of what happened to her. Within minutes, 3 of the highest-ranking generals in the region would storm through the gates, shut down the base, and demand answers no one was prepared to give. Which part of the country are you watching from? Leave a comment. The base was unusually quiet that morning, the kind of quiet that settled after a long night of training drills. Officers walked briskly across the compound, recruits jogged past in formation, and somewhere in the distance, a helicopter blade hummed lazily in the heat. But inside the medical wing, everything felt frozen. Corporal Emily Warren sat on the edge of the hospital bed, one hand on her lap, the other gingerly hovering near the bruise spreading across her cheekbone. The impact still echoed in her mind, the shouting, the shove, the closed fist that followed. It had happened so suddenly, so violently, that for a moment she wasn't sure if she had imagined it. But the purple swelling under her eye told the truth. She wished it didn't. The officer who hit her, Lieutenant Mark Garrison, was known for his short temper and long list of connections. He had always pushed the boundaries, but no one expected he would cross this one. He had cornered her in the hallway after she refused to falsify a training report, accusing her of sabotaging his record. His voice rose, the argument escalated, and when Emily tried to walk away, his hand struck before he even thought. She remembered the sting, the thud, the disbelief. She remembered the silence afterward, the sickening realization that no one stepped in. She wasn't just hurt, she was alone. But that changed faster than anyone expected. The moment the medical wing logged the injury, protocols triggered the report, and when that report hit the desk of General Marcus Stetson, one of the most respected, feared, and uncompromising leaders in the entire military, everything on the base shifted. Within minutes, he boarded a transport vehicle with 2 other higher-ranking officials, General Howard Briggs, a master strategist with a cold stare, and Admiral Clarence Holt, known for exposing corruption wherever it hid. They didn't request permission. They didn't announce their arrival. They came in faster and silent, like a storm no one saw coming. When the convoy rolled past the front gates, soldiers snapped to attention. Base command scrambled. Officers exchanged confused looks. Something was wrong, very wrong. Generals didn't appear without notice unless the situation was catastrophic. Emily didn't know any of this. She simply stared at her reflection in the small medical mirror, trying to steady her breath. She felt embarrassed, angry, humiliated. She wondered if anyone would believe her once Garrison spun his version of the story. He always had a way of twisting things, always had someone willing to cover for him. She had seen it happen before. She feared it would happen again. Then the door opened. 3 generals entered the room, their expressions grim, their posture rigid, their presence overwhelming. Emily's heart jolted. She stood automatically, even though her legs trembled. General Stetson stepped forward first, removing his hat with deliberate calm. His eyes scanned her bruise, and something darkened in his expression, as something protective, something furious. "Corporal," he said quietly, "we're here for you." Emily blinked, stunned. "Sierra broken barrier, I didn't expect a." "You reported the truth," Admiral Holt said gently. "That should never make you afraid." General Briggs exchanged a look with the others before turning to Emily. "The space is now under temporary shutdown. No one leaves, no one touches the record system, and no one interferes with the investigation. We will handle this personally." Emily's breath caught. She had imagined maybe a small inquiry, maybe paperwork, maybe nothing at all. But 3 generals shutting down an entire base over what happened to her? It felt impossible. It felt unreal. And yet here they were, standing beside her like she mattered more than the ranks and politics she had feared for so long. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Garrison, still confident the system would protect him, walked out of his office confused by the sudden alert that operations were suspended. When he saw the generals, his confidence cracked instantly. Stetson approached him with calm fury. "Lieutenant," he said, "you and I are going to have a conversation." For the first time, Garrison looked afraid. By nightfall, the entire base knew what had happened. Rumors shifted from gossip to respect as word spread that Emily had been brave enough to stand up for integrity even against someone powerful. Soldiers who once overlooked her now saw her differently, and not as a quiet corporal, but as someone who sparked a historic moment on the base. Emily sat outside the medical wing that evening, breathing in the cool air, feeling something she hadn't felt in hours: a relief. The bruise still hurt, but what hurt more was the silence she expected from leadership. Instead, she got justice marching through her door wearing stars on their shoulders. This time, she wasn't alone. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful and emotional military stories like this one.